Hello. So I will not be sharing any videos also today because I don't have a camera and the room is. I have a camera, but the room is really dark. So quickly, briefly, get to the point. I woke up one morning and I received an SMS. Hello, Matis. I watched your videos. You are fulfilling God's will. I was like, okay, again, another I have received such SMS many times. So again, something really interesting. That's what I thought. But then a few more SMS came after later, and I decided, okay, let's have a chat with her, with this anonymous person. And then after a few moments, we created a Skype conference and we started to chat. And the first thing she said is the camera turned on? Are you recording? I said, no. I was like, okay, strange. First, I one time I was chatting with a one woman who is also doing, you would say, Astral Travels and channeling, but she's always, I don't want to do it for fame. I don't want to do it for money. I don't want to do it for anything. I just help other people. I said, I said to this frightened woman who doesn't want to channel for fame, channel for money, channel for anything. I asked, okay, but channel for other people then. I don't want to do it for fame, but the other people need your information. That's more than obvious, and you are like resisting to it, of thinking that it's something to do with some egoistic fame. So anyway, this woman was completely opposite. Instantly, she said, "Are you recording?" Because she has a lot to tell, and she don't want to talk the same things over and over again. Well, I said, okay, let's record it then. And then we started to talk. I was like, how? She was like, she does astral travel and she has been to many other universes, solar systems, planets, dimensions, and everywhere, including hell, including heaven, all the ways, up and down, left and right. I was like, okay, how did you started to do this? She said, how did I start it? Well, before I was born, me and my friend, and the woman friend, wanted to have an incarnation on this earth. And before we did this, we decided to go inside my new body, which is in mother's stomach, inside and outside, inside and outside. And then we started to do like in out of body experience, in and out of body experience. So that was my first experience with in and out outside of the body. And then before she was born, she decided to go through fire, because when you're outside of the body, you can go easily through fire without any problems. And then she did that. And when she was born, she decided to go and have a look what is the fire actually all about, or to have a physical approach on the fire. I was like laughing, oh, this is something really interesting. And it got even more interesting. She said, well, when she was younger, a teenager, she said, in the Soviet times, you are not allowed to talk about this. Because you will be a psychopath and it's forbidden to talk about such things and so on and so on. So she didn't talk about this. And she has so much information that she said even year ago it wasn't allowed from the universe to share this information, but now it is allowed, so that's why I contact you. Because I love the videos you're making and I love the website you have, and let's do this. I was like, okay, let's do this. So tell me, when she was young, she was always going to the hell. She liked how it's there. I said, isn't it frightening? Yeah, she says fire, big ovens where souls are being burned and tortured and everything. But she liked to be there because there was always something happening. There was always the devil, the evil witches, partying and giving and sharing food to her. But she never eat because she when she one time she said, okay, I want to try to eat, and when she took the food in her hand and some kind of cookie, it turned into a lizard and something and run away, and she was like, oh my god, good, I didn't take that. And then she said one time she couldn't get away from that world. I would say, how couldn't get away? she said that they don't want you to go away because they don't have mm, sorry, they don't want you to the souls to go away from there. I said, how did you get away? She said, well, you just call for help because everybody knows the free will law. And when you do ask for help, somebody will come and get you out of there. Or is it the God, or is it some other beings? They will come and help you to take you out of there because it's always about the free will law. Nobody, there is not a single soul that doesn't take the free will law. How to say? Everybody follows the free will law. That's easier to say. And she said, yeah, there are other places too. And she said the interesting places where she was talking about was the symbol world, a symbol dimension. And she said she wanted to go to the symbol dimension, and before she get to that world, there is at the entrance there is somebody asking, "What do you want to know? Why do you want to go in there?" She said, "No, just for looking, just for observing. I have I have only the interest to see what's in there. I don't have any will to use it or something like this." Then she said, "Always, many places you cannot go in there. You need to have allowance." And then they scanned her and look at her, and then they said, "Okay, you can go in there just for looking." And she said, "Yeah." And they asked, "Do you need a guidance throughout this dimension of symbols?" She said, "No, I'm already familiar with everything, so I don't need any guidance." And then she started looking at many symbols, and understood that these symbols in one seminar, Bashar was also drawing, these triangles, these all types of symbols. And she said then she went to another symbol and she got stuck to the symbol, and the symbol didn't let go of her. She symbol grabbed her and didn't let go of her. And then she called for help, and the entrance guard came to her and said, "Well, oh yeah, you're not the first one who is caught by this symbol." She says, "Why?" "Because this is a thief symbol. It catches thieves, person who steals something." I didn't ask what she was stolen for, but she said, and then the guard said a few words, and the symbol let go of her. And she said that even all in this physical dimension, that you can find these symbols, but humans do not know how to use them yet. And then I was asking, okay, what is the highest dimension? She said the highest dimension is the dimension of pure white, pure white color. And the pure white color is basically you cannot go in there. You can just go in there to have a look, and you can always ask for help from there because there are these beings that have gone through all the physical dimensions, other dimensions, that they don't have any interest of everything as such. So they just are pure white, and they are happy with their existence of being as they are, as being who they are. I don't know how to say it, but the essence of being, they're fully loving and being with the essence of being itself. And the funniest things started when I was telling her how does this happen. Well, she said basically she doesn't know the techniques because everything is automatic. Like, then I started saying, okay, one time I was out of the body, and there was I was out of the body. I could see myself, and I could take any form of what I choose to take. She said, "Oh yeah, that's the most interesting part." She used to play with her friends like this. The friend is sad somewhere in another place of the city, and she feels that the friend is sad. So she went outside of the body, go to this friend's room, and took his pen, for example, from the table and took it away. And the friend was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And then instantly she sent him the energy that she is here. And the friend started to laugh. And also, she said many times that she is a guide for many other beings. She said that one time she was asked to help a Buddhist who went outside of the body and couldn't get back because the string there is a string when you leave the body. There is a string attaching you from the astral energy body uh, to the physical body. And if it happens really, really, really less, the string sometimes gets cut off. And she needed to help him to get back in the body, and she needed to put the string together back. And this is the one thing. Another thing that she was telling lots of things. The conference was like 2 hours long. I'm just remembering the stories. Oh yeah, she said that she also went to this karma justice place. I don't know how to translate it correctly, where the forgiveness of karma is being reviewed and forgived or not forgiven. This was really strange. And she said she went there and she asked the kings or the persons, how do you decide to whom to forgive and to whom not forgive the karma? And she said it's not allowed to say this. And she said, but why? I'm interested. I want to know. I'm like, if I want to know, you have to tell me. And then they had a conversation, the people who choose the karma, some kind of lawyers, some kind of, I don't understand, some kind of beings that choose this. And then they said that you already know this. She said, why? Because you already just saw that. The law of karma is just decided by talking or something like this, and forgiven and not forgiven. And then she said another interesting thing. I said, but how do you get away from these dimensions? She said one story. She was caught in a dimension. It was a fairy tale dimension where fairy tales are being born. And she said that she got in this fairy tale and she was like, okay, how do I get out now? And she was walking in a huge forest, huge forest, and she's looking for the portal to get outside of this. But she says in every dimension there's a portal through which you can get away and through which you can come back. And basically she said when you go to a dimension, basically the same place you can get out of this dimension. And she said that she was there and she couldn't get out. And there were some people coming next to her, and she said, well, how do you get out of this world? And the people said, oh, everything is under the king's will. She said, what kind of a king? Why the hell there's some kind of king involved in here? She says, I want to speak to somebody who knows something, not to a king. And then they said, oh yeah, to somebody who knows about this stuff, somewhere there across the river, and go left and go right, and somewhere there. And then she went to this man with a beard, and the man with the beard said, oh yeah, there has been stories that people appear and people disappear. They said they saw a hole or something like this, and it's right across there. And she said, and then she went back to the place where she started from, and then she saw this portal, and then she went back. And she said, now this was interesting, because she said, always you can get back. You just always ask for help, and you will get back. And she said that you have to be poor. You just like, I'm just interested. I'm just observing. I'm just here to learn. I'm just here to observe. I don't have any desire to do anything. And she said that the highest light is white, and then comes yellow and golden yellow, and these are the God's lights. They said the God's lights. I don't know how to say that. She said every time when she goes to a dimension, it starts from yellow, golden colors, and then she can enter this dimension. And basically, this is what I have seen many times also. That, for example, if an entity comes to channeling, there's a yellow, golden light appearing, and this is the thing of dimensions. I don't know, there's like a shift in dimensions. I asked her, have you been to the moon? She says, yes, but the moon is it's not that interesting. Jupiter was more fun walking over the ring. You can slide over it, you can walk back and forth. She said that many times she does astral travel and goes around the world and observes things. And she says that you can take a picture of her being outside of the body, uh, and this is something to do. She said, well, even if you are in a low light, or angled light room, you can see the astral body of some other person. She said that you can take any form. Many beings take a form of ball, an orb, and many beings take different forms as they choose to have these forms. And what else she said? She said that before you are born, you meet your friends. You agree each and everybody what will be doing, and then you are born, and then in your lifetime you meet these friends. And the interesting thing is, I tried to look at her guides, and I didn't see any guides of her because I understood she's a guide for others, and this was interesting. And she's already fulfilled. Uh, we had also a little bit of telepathical communication. It was really interesting. She's a she's a woman who knees her socks for her children, and then when she goes to sleep, she goes outside of the body and does other things. She said in school she needed to help other beings in other dimensions. She said one story that she needed to help. There was an angel helping a father who is dying, but before the father dies, he wants to talk with his son, but his son is far away and he's coming to her father. And the angel asks for help because the angel cannot give the energy of life that the father can live a little bit longer. Wait. And she was there giving the energy so that the father can talk. And it was really sad. It was really sad, she said. Ciao. 1, 5, 6, 3. 6, 3. Sastais, I do, sastais dzīvot. Alright, so this is the new year, and as the entity said to me that things will be strongly accelerating in the new year. And this experience, these 2 days of her chatting with her was really amazing. I really love that. I really get confirmations of that, and I really love this conversation. So she doesn't speak English. That's too bad. But I'll be also sharing my experiences lately because I'm getting used to going outside of the body, and I would love to go around and see other stuff in other places and keep in touch. Sign up in my website, artlineofflinepeace.info, and follow there because most of the videos are Latvian, but I will be doing English seminars also there. Okay, keep in touch. See you guys.